Outer Orange.
So welcome back. Today we're going to be doing the Blackwing Kairi combos and mechanics. This one I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm actually going to mulligan a little bit for you guys here, just so you guys see kind of the synergy between the 1, the 2, and the 3. I do think it's kind of necessary to kind of explain here, so let's go ahead and get some cards. We got our 5, and we're going to mulligan back all these trigger units. We don't need any of these triggers, so let's go ahead and throw them back to deck. That's 4, and then let's get, 2, 3, and 4. So nice. We did see a PG in here, which is good. That means that's less of a chance that we're actually going to hit it in our top card when we bind here in a sec. But let's go ahead and kind of get the game started. We'll it doesn't really matter who goes first or second, but sure, we'll just go first. We'll go ahead and drop. We do need to keep that. Let's drop this card right into our Elasteel. Elasteel says on place bind the top card. We are now in Blackwing for the rest of the game. I'm just gonna put it right here. So we're gonna stay in Blackwing. You're never gonna do anything ever again. This is just how it is. You just stay like this. You buy the top card, and that's pretty much it. Let your opponent go. We take a damage. Now it's our turn, and we're probably gonna drop another cards. Go ahead, and drop this right into Kiora. So here's Kiora, and we're gonna go ahead and you can just call some units out. We don't have anything cool on our soul, so we may want to keep this card out, but we could call her anyway. Call this here, maybe call Train back here. Just have her be a booster pretty much for the rest of the game for our Vanguard, and we can just kind of go from here, right? So we can start on this side. We can start here. You want to just figure out where you want to bounce, but keep in mind this also bounces. It can even bounce itself. So what you can do is you can swing this way, counter blast. We're gonna soul charge. We're gonna tell our opponent, hey, something over there can't stand, but it doesn't really matter because I doubt they have rear guards at this point. But if they do, cool. We can do that. Use her skill. We can bounce this pack. We'll do a trigger check. Nothing crazy, and then we'll swing this way. Use her skill, and we can bounce herself back. Oh, she's got to be boosted. Well, we'll move the boost over here. And we can bounce herself back, and then we can pass turn. They're probably gonna do some stuff, or we'll maybe take a damage. Oh, we heal. Give our power. We probably could take another damage if we want to take another damage, and then it's our go. And we draw. Oh, we got Kairi, but we're gonna go ahead and drop. Guess we'll drop a trigger. We don't need triggers in this game, right? Who needs triggers? So we can go ahead and call her out again. We can probably grab something from Soul if we really want to. We can grab the crit if we want just a little bit more defensive strat, or we could just keep it like this. And we can go ahead and also call out Boost Chan. And she has a soul charge skill. Oh, it's an over trigger. That's unfortunate. We can actually bring that back to hand though if we really need it. We have a persona, so we don't need to worry about persona as much. Call this out here. And we could probably start on this side, so we can go ahead and with the boost, counter blast, do another soul charge. It's a draw, and they do whatever. Then we're gonna go swing this way. We'll soul blast our draw, grab these two, and put them to our hand. We'll do our drive check here. It's nothing and a draw, so we're gonna go ahead and draw. We draw into a crit, and then we'll swing this way, boosted, and we'll use her skill at the end of the battle. We can go ahead and grab this over trigger now if we want and put it back to hand, in which case she will go into soul for that cost. So that'll be that. They'll do their thing, whatever it is that they feel like doing. We do have a pretty solid hand here, so we're not really too scared of them. We could take a damage or two, maybe something like this, guard something, because there are probably gonna be some numbers. So here we guarded some stuff. Maybe we guard with an over trigger. Who knows if it's Bruce? If that's very possible. And then we draw, and okay, and now we can persona ride to give our extra power. Give the extra 10k, and this is pretty much like the turn where you can kind of just play all your stuff out. You can go, if you really need the draw, you can put this into draw, but I think in this situation we can actually just straight up call this card. We can call this for the boost, but I'm actually thinking about putting it back here just to make Vanguard a little bit more annoying, so we can go ahead and do that, and then we can go and actually we'll put her here. She can stay over there. Vanguard's already doing some work. Now we could call this out, use her skill to counter blast, and draw a card. Since we do have 3 other rears, and we got the same card essentially. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So you can choose to use a skill, put her into soul to draw, or you can stop here. It's kind of up to you, whatever you're in the mood for, and you can decide pretty much which way you want to swing first. I'm gonna go ahead and actually swing this way first, and actually we do need something back here. Then we'll keep this as our booster. we're gonna go ahead and do something like this. So we're actually gonna do something like this. So that way we keep our rear guard condition as we're gonna be calling her back probably. So we're gonna go ahead and swing here. Then we're gonna swing with Kairi. We're gonna Soul Blast with the boost. Bring these cards back to our hands and do our drive check. That's a heal. We do heal again. Put power here. Oh, it's a draw. Get the draw and put power here. And then we can use our skill to go ahead and recall a column out. So we can go ahead and call out. It's kind of up to you. I'm actually just going to call the 1. If I had this soul blasting unit, the soul charging unit, I'd probably call the soul charging unit here. Her skill does proc. We have 3 other rear guards, so you can counter blast and draw another card. It is another persona. That is great news for us. So then you can swing here, and then you can end your turn by swinging here and then pass turn and do whatever it is that you're going to do. And these numbers aren't crazy. Like this is 17 minus 2, minus 2, so this is 16. No, sorry, 15, 25, and this was 19. Like I said, your numbers are never going to be too crazy, but just the fact that you can just do stuff that just makes it pretty cool. You go, your opponent goes, they're probably going to smack you in the face a little bit here. You can intercept if you want, just to kind of help yourself a little bit. Guard. You know, you probably maybe perfect guard something out. Perfect guard this out, and then it is your turn. And we draw. Draw into a crit, Persona Ride, draw again. And this is the turn where you can actually use this card. Look at that, she just came straight to us. She wasn't even scared, man. She decided to come. We don't have her booster, but that's perfectly fine. So we can go ahead and do something like this. So we can call this here. Trying to think, we don't have that many boosters. That's actually kind of a problem. The fact that our boosters are kind of just not existed this game, but that's okay. That is a-okay. So you can call her here. You can call this here just to draw. So hope we get something decent. Oh, we just get the same card. Of course we do. So we're going to go ahead and call her out. So we're going to Soul Blast 3. So let's Soul Blast the stuff that we don't need. So we'll go ahead and Soul Blast these cards. And now your opponent, now you choose something and give it minus 5k. We have a ton of grade 2s, so it procs. We'll give Vanguard, we can give their Vanguard minus 5. And you can honestly just kind of stop here. You can, I didn't even really choose a 10k. It's actually pretty cool. So then you can stop here if you want. You can also push it a little bit further. You can put this into Soul to draw a card. Oh, we got another, that's actually not bad. Got another booster. And you can also then, if that's the, oh, we have to counter blast for that. So you can actually, if you want to push even further, can call this here, because this will probably be your end turn anyway. And if you really just want to make sure that you have a pretty lethal Kairi, you can also do something like this. Call this back here, as it does gain the ability to boost. And then you can go start on this side. So you can go and, oh, this doesn't hit. This doesn't do anything. So you can smack face here. It won't be too much. It'll be 20, but keep in mind your opponent is minus 5k, so 8k right now. So they're going to do whatever it is that they're going to do. Then you can go ahead and do this. Use the Kairi skill to Soul Blast a card out. Grab your girls over here, and then you can do your drive check. Oh, it's a crit. You can put all there, and you got a perfect guard. And then you can use her skill, since we did Persona Ride, to go ahead and call some units. You can go and be balls deep and actually call this card again, but you can target a different unit this time. So we can Soul Blast these 3 out, and you can again apply the ability off of her, as it is a 1 placed on rear. And then you can also in the back call this girl out, and you can, oh no, sorry, not this girl out. You can call her out, and you can actually use her skill to then draw a card. Just like that. So we just drew a card, and then you can, continue. So again, this will be 20, and this will be total 17, 27 to their Vanguard, plus I think we went a trigger too, so the trigger will also, yeah, we want to trigger to perfect guard. So the triggers, this will be 37 to their Vanguard, and that'll pretty much end it there. Either we die or they die at this point. We can kind of guard, but chances are we're probably dead. So if you didn't kill them at that point, you have a chance of kind of surviving. You can intercept, and then you can also guard like this, and then you can guard with this as your final thing if you really want. So if you somehow survive, we can maybe go again. This would be our draw, but we don't have much going for us. We'd have to like move this up. I should probably keep this here, keep this like that, and then we would just have to go in this way and just kind of swing. I'll probably swing this way. Swing this way, and then swing with Kairi, and then you can Soul Blast, and then you can do your drive check, crits, and then you swing with this. Now it'd probably be the GG officially. And that's pretty much the whole mulligan. That was a lot to kind of go over, but actually, funnily enough, that mulligan showed exactly everything the deck is capable of. There wasn't anything we missed. Wow, we had Persona at the very bottom. But I showed you guys how this card works. I showed you guys the full peak potential of our Soul Blasting units, and I pretty much just showed you guys everything that the deck is capable of. I showed you guys how this works. Showed you guys how the draw can come in handy to you, and where the kind of like the triggers come in, and how fast your soul goes in, and how the boosters work. I pretty much showed you guys the whole engine. There really isn't much else there. Again, I say this in all my Kairi decks, but the biggest thing to be cautious of is, of course, your when you Persona ride and all that stuff. But as you saw, you can hit your Persona. We hit our Overtrigger and a Soul, but then we could have used the Overtrigger to then guard with, which was actually just a really cool thing that you can do with this deck, since you do have a way to get from Soul. But overall, like I said, it's a very fun deck. It's very unique. It's kind of like you only have your 3-4 attacks every turn, but it's still just like super fun to just use. But that, guys, that's it for this combo mechanic mulligan, whatever you want to call this video. This one's a little different than the other ones, but whatever you want to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. If you're trying out this deck, please let me know below how it's going for you and all that fun stuff. And don't forget your million token for whenever you hit your over trigger. You gotta flaunt it, guys. You gotta flaunt your OT. You hit your OT, you show them how hard you hit with your OT, with the Love Lily girls. I think this is Love Lily. Oh, it's Lyrical Lily. With the Lyrical Lily girls, like, show them in their face. Show them that you're the boss with your 100 million power. But that, guys, peace out. Das Vidania. See you guys next time. Bye.